Aries, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. It is, 100% going to come to you when you're called to hear it. But there's a new video every single week. So please subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. Aries content comes out every single Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And if you want to join me for a live daily tarot card reading, check out my second YouTube channel called Astrology Motivation. I'll attach the link above. Aries, this is a freaking week, man. I'll tell you that right now. It's a powerful week. I feel like you're confronting a lot from your past, especially like expectations with old friends. And I'll get into the astrology. I'll get into the astrology of it and why I'm thinking that way. For the beginning of this week, Aries is Mars is unaspected, which is one of the most chaotic energies in our zodiac, in our wheel, when Mars is unaspected, when there's not any real strong connection to any other planet to give Mars purpose. There's a lot of chaos. And then we go into a square, or not a semi-square, which isn't as intense or challenging, but it's more irritating. A semi-square with Neptune. That's challenging because what it means is after being in that chaotic energy of not being tethered, so maybe you're moving or your life is changing and it's shifting, now all of a sudden, because you're in this new space where you don't necessarily know what to do with yourself, or you're in an old space that you've come back to, but everything seems new, other people have moved on, things around you have changed more than you expected. With that semi-square to Neptune, you could really start to lose yourself in your imagination and start to be very reactive when it comes to your imagination. Things may seem more real, like you've got to take action on things that are actually coming from your imagination, getting lost in the illusion of something, which could also mean that anybody new that you meet it's more deceptive. It's more based on what you hope it will be instead of what it will actually be. So this is sort of a problematic, tense energy right now where you are really feeling out who you are now, and who you are in connection with nobody else. And I think what you're learning is you actually need connection. You actually need purpose. This isn't a bad thing, dude. This isn't a bad thing, but you may be mad at yourself for it. You may feel in some ways weaker because of it. That doesn't make you weak. Connection to others makes you love. Be loyal to what you love. So this is what I'm talking about with the past. This is Cancerian energy. You have a tense full square when the sun moves out of Capricorn and goes into Aquarius. There's a square to Mars in that day. And Moon in Aquarius cares about what other people think a little bit too much. And that's going to challenge you. And it's going to throw you into sort of this loop of just being challenged. What do they want from me? What are they thinking about me? People could be talking about you, making shit up about you, or you're making shit up about them in your head. Like thinking the worst and believing it. I would say don't do that. The way through energy like this, Aries, is to find a kind of meditation that works for you. And the kind of meditation that works for you is exercise, is get into your body, get into your physical self. Yes, yoga does help. It's physical meditation. It is motion meditation. Use your body. Whatever actually works for you, though. If you like boxing, make sure you do it every frickin' day this week. If you like running, make sure you wake up. That's the first thing you do. You want to push that body to the point where it's tired so that your energy has a conduit to come out and give your mind peace instead of letting your imagination run wild. Be loyal to what you love. This is really interesting because this is like a sense of, hey, I'm like, it's loyal to the past. It's almost feeling like you have to be loyal to the past. You don't have to be loyal to the past. You have to be loyal to your connections. If those connections are still real and true, the way to be loyal to them is to believe in them, even though they have changed. You have changed. You are both in different spots in your life right now. I don't care if this is romance. I don't care if this is family. I don't care if this is friends. Things have changed. And so to be loyal is to allow them to have changed without plastering on the same expectations for that relationship, because something has definitely changed, and your loyalty then has to be sort of shared or projected in a different way. It has to be demonstrated in a different way, which is faith. Just having faith in the situation. And that's going to take a lot of this mind cleansing activity to ground you right now. Then we have this and that are true. Both sides are true. Neither is wrong. This is also a sense of recognizing or realizing the other side of something. That there are two sides to every story. Sometimes there's more than two sides to every story. Be loyal to what you love, and this and that are true. So it's the more malleable your mind, the more you're expressing loyalty. In other words, how are you expressing your loyalty? By insisting that things are the same, or by allowing room for the differences? Okay. This is, I tell you, man, all this energy is really interesting. And please leave your comments below, guys. I would love to know how this full moon has impacted you, and it still will be leaving an impact right now, because it was a huge energy. Now Mars is also in Taurus, so it's moving more slowly, which could actually be very beneficial, especially with this semi-square to Neptune. It means that you're more practical and more pragmatic and more physical. Things have slowed down for you. Let them slow down. It will make you feel like you're jumping out of your skin, which is once again why you need something physical to help you, like expel expel that extra energy that could actually drive you absolutely crazy. Spirit has your back. This is in reverse. So you're either feeling alone, perceiving yourself as alone, or kind of lost and you feel disconnected. This is going to challenge anybody, but feeling unsupported, especially by superiors, or people who you felt should have been there for you. Okay, this is like almost like being let down. And I think it's because, especially with family obligations, people feel like you got this. Aries is fine. They don't need me. And ultimately, that's not necessarily them not loving you or wanting to help you or believing in you. It is, if you look at it from a different perspective, them actually believing in you. You just might need something different now, which is why you're going to have to like really use your words to admit these feelings are coming from me. These expectations are coming, these disappointed expectations are coming from me, but I also have a right to these feelings. So let me express, not through accusing and saying you did this wrong, by saying this is why I'm disappointed. This is why I'm disappointed, because this is what I really needed right now. Is there any way you can give this to me, or just let me have my moments, let me go punch a fucking wall if I have to, and then come back around and help to clear your mind. I really want you to focus this week, Aries, on allowing yourself to slow down, getting out that excess energy through physicality and self-care. Very important this week, because you will pop the fuck off if you don't have it. Nothing is wasted. So there is treasure in this trash heap. There is, and I think that there are some gems. This is also just a sense of this time has a purpose. This frustration has a purpose. We don't know what it is yet. It's not really clear. I will find clarity. I'll try to give you guys those insights, but ultimately I feel like it's because you're supposed to be reaching out and expanding your reach and maybe even making new friends. Surrender now. That's that Sagittarius energy. Explore places that you haven't gone before. Maybe it's a good time to get out of the norm and travel. This is not a time to go back home or stay in one place. This is a time to activate and like intensify your curiosity. Travel, explore, talk to different people, surrender now. It's also saying surrender now to this energy. This energy isn't going to go anywhere. It's going to be frustrating. It's going to make you feel pop-offish. So just don't try to not have it. Try to find something to do with it, which is why the self-care and the, exercise or whatever physical activity, the physicality is really going to help you right now. Just like be like, all right, it is how it fucking is. And it is. It's going to be how it fucking is. That's kind of how it is going to be. Watch for overspending and over trusting people. I wouldn't take anything too seriously right now. I don't think you're thinking Mars versus Neptune, wherever that is in your chart, wherever your Mars is, however that interacts with your personal chart, it's just the energy of you would be able to really self-deceive right now. So this isn't a time to make long-term decisions or long-term commitments for you. This is a time to learn how to love yourself better by accepting yourself, even when in some ways, for some reason, you're most disappointed in yourself. And I do think that there is that sense of being disappointed in yourself right now. No, it is not because you should be. It's just how you're fucking feeling. Don't give a meaning to every little feeling. You're going to be all up in your feels with that semi-square to Neptune. It's going to be irritating. I don't think that you're normally this emotional, but don't question it, because you know what? Sometimes that's just how you get. That's just how you... I don't care if you're a male or female. It's almost like having your period. It's that's kind of what it is. It's the moodiness that comes with, it's sort of irrational. It's not rational. So don't try to rationalize it. Just let it be. It's a way for you to learn how to love yourself deeper. You don't really love something until you see the sides of it that hurt you, whether it's yourself or somebody else. And I don't mean actually hurt you. I wouldn't be accepting abuse from anybody, but I'm saying those things that disappoint you, or those places where, you are let down. Expectations versus reality. It's just going to be very difficult for you to see reality right now. But I will tell you this. If you can find some time or any level of patience to just jot things down that are irritating you and frustrating you right now, what you will expose is things about you that actually matter that you usually don't pay attention to. And this is why this time is really important for you. And that's the treasure in the trash heap, baby. That's right. That's right. It's the treasure in the trash heap is in learning what's really frustrating you. You're exposing pressure points that you usually don't give enough attention to. You're exposing things that are important to you, or things that you actually dream about or desire that you may have repressed or just ignore because they're not important or they're not practical. You guys are heavy into practicality. You can't help it. Your second house is in Taurus. I mean, it's just about practicality, getting shit done, tangible things, seeing what's really there. But you don't always necessarily look enough toward your emotional side and what it's trying to tell you. And you're not going to be able to ignore it, is what I'm trying to say. Hey, have fun. Have fun. Okay, can you tell me maybe where the most kind of clashes are going to happen for Aries? Where are the most challenges going to come up this week? Let's see. Oh, remember, guys, I always do an extended reading. The link is right below. So after this video, we can go deeper and continue the message, and I hope you join me. You can also join my Unbound membership here on Born Without Boundaries Tarot, and that will give you unlimited access to all of my extended readings, my exclusive membership content, and all the other membership perks. So check that out. We have Scorpio energy, and then we have Andromeda energy. So what are they both about? Scorpio energy is about renewal or rebirth, transformation into a higher version of the self, and allowing something to die and accepting that something is over, so that that burned out ashes become the fertilizer for something brand new. And I'm telling you, this time in your life is all about transformation. Things just aren't the same as they used to be. It's like going home and realizing everybody has changed, and realizing everybody's moved on, and realizing nobody is what you expected them to be because they've changed. But guess what? You have changed too. Your friends might not be your friends anymore, but that's okay, because you are transitioning into a different form of yourself. There will be strange and wonderful things happening to you. It's almost like in this new, let me tell you something. It's like in this new form, you feel like a complete alien. You want to know why? Butterflies don't hang out with caterpillars, motherfucker. They don't belong there anymore. The problem is you are trying. You're different. You're returning. You're something new. And you're trying to go back and be what you used to be, and that's why you feel like the odd man out. Be different. Be with different people. Choose different people. Allow yourself to open up and explore different people to hang with or be around. And I gotta tell you, like I said, don't take it seriously. This should be like an exploratory time for you. Not, hey, I found the love of my life, or, oh, my new bestie. No, because you will still be very influenced by that Neptunian energy. This is very different from you. That's what it's confirming, that this is a whole new ball game for you. You don't know how to act in this space. So explore, assess, be as rational as possible. This slow moving energy of Mars and Taurus is going to help you slow yourself the fuck down so that you don't overreact. And Mars is inching closer and closer to Uranus, which is with a conjunction to Uranus, which is in a couple of weeks from now. So that's when I think you're really going to be initiating, or dynamic, huge change is just going to be projected outward. This is the buildup to that. So use this time wisely, Aries, especially this week. Write down those irritation points. Understand things that are important to you that you never let yourself acknowledge, or that you never were important to you before now, but they're important to you now because it's bothering you that people haven't noticed, that people haven't talked to you about it. It's just bothering you in general because something is more important to you now. Don't qualify it based on what you used to be. Just accept it for what it is and know, okay, I have changed. I am different. I am in maybe what should be a familiar space, but because I'm different, it's not. The world has changed, and you are the oddball now, and you don't fit in right now. And this is a wonderful time to explore with an objective mind. If you can allow yourself to let go of what you used to be, used to feel, used to think, or how people used to react to you. Okay. Ooh la la. Oh, what are we doing? We're definitely gonna do these cards. Hold on. Aries, Aries, Aries. Nope, we're going to the moon cards. Adjustments are required. No kidding. Even your feelings are changing. I think that's kind of what it is. Your feelings are changing. And what's sad about it is we kind of feel we can still, especially with that semi-square to Neptune, guilt can be very, very big for you right now. And it's probably going to be odd because you normally wouldn't feel guilty about this shit. It's not that you should be feeling guilty. It's that you do. So don't question it or, ask why do I feel... you do feel this way, it's just going to happen. It's like a mood swing from a period. I'm telling you that right now. It doesn't have to make sense. It just has to be allowed to flow. But you have to, your feelings are changing. And so let that happen, because there's some sort of emotional transition that's happening right now. And it's just going to be what it is. I feel like you're done with something, you're finished with something, or people could be done with you. And, you know, it's not the best timing, or the expectations, you know, you could be disappointed, let you down. But ultimately, fuck it. Move through it. Move forward. Don't get attached to the way things should have been, because should have been is bullshit. And that's that deceptive energy of Neptune telling you something, telling you a fantasy or a memory, which is even more dangerous than a fantasy, because memories used to be true, right? Or they are based on truth. But really, they're just fucking fantasies too. So ultimately, it's fuck the way you remember things and fuck those fantasies. This is just how it is now. You won't feel as betrayed if you just accept this is how it is now. And it's okay to feel a different way, because you're reacting as a different person from a different point of view. A time to give rather than take. That's really interesting energy. I want to see where God is going with that. Join me, please, then, for the extended. The link is below, or join the Unbound membership. I'll see you guys there. Bye.